In previous classes, we talk about the whole chapter of chapter number 1, that is chemical reaction and equations. Now solve the questions. We solve the previous two questions. Now is question number 3. Question says, what happen when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to the iron flines? So first understand what is the dilute H2HCl. Sorry, what is the dilute hydrochloric acid. So when the term is dilute, so hydrochloric acid are two types. First is concentrated, say concent, and second is dilute, say dilute. Okay. Concentration means, for example, the first beaker, the concentrated HCl, say concentrated HCl means the whole beaker has contained HCl in large amount of it. Okay, and nothing else happen. Okay, that is large amount of HCl, and anything else concentrated means all the stuff in the things like in the concentration of pen in beaker means the whole beaker is fully filled by the pen. Okay, and dilute means little. Okay, like in this in a beaker, so the large amount in solvent. So solution make up two types. We will discuss in it when you go to class 12th and 11th. We see that the solutions two types. First solution, say solute plus solvent. So if solution make of solute plus solvent. Okay, so solvent means large amount and solute means low amount. For example, say this is a salt in the sugar, salt in water. So salt you take 1 spoon, okay, 1 spoon salt, and water is, for example, whole glass. So large amount is called solvent, or this is called solute. Okay, so in this case, if large amount of water, that is water in large amount, and HCl is very low amount, very low amount, like 1 to drop. This is called dilute, means dilute H2S HCl. Okay, anything means dilute means this is less amount and in contain in dissolve in large amount of water. So this is called large amount of solvent, so it is called dilute. So you are in class 10, so we generally say solvent as water. When we say higher classes, you use organic solvent like ethanol, like polar solvent, non-polar solvent like benzene, anything else. So we talk in further. So this is the meaning of dilute and concentrated H2L. Okay, and when we talk about a second thing, we say iron flines. Okay, the flines means, so we have an iron nail. If you rough it through a sandpaper or anything else, we get the dust of iron, that is dust of iron. This dust of iron equals flines. Okay, so the overall why we take this, because if it is a nail of iron, for example, this is a nail of iron. So when we put the HCl on it, so it gets some surface on it. Okay, instead of when we have a large amount of say this is in a dust like flines, so say dust, so in that case the iron goes separately in each of iron in large amount. That's why you use flines. Okay, this is the whole concept. Now first thing that our concept says that the dilute HCl, sorry, dilute HCl is added to iron which is solid form, because in a dust form. And what happened? Okay, so let's take see what happened. So this is an example of iron dust, and once again, and we add the dilute HCl on it. We see that after some time the iron, which is an iron with HCl, iron kick hydrogen and take the chlorine gas. Okay, and hydrogen remain still. So this, let's balance it. So this is the overall means iron kick out the hydrogen gas and sitting with the chlorine like in displacement reaction. So is that we get this iron chloride salt, that is this is an iron chloride, iron second chloride, and we see the pale green yellow, pale green. Okay, the color is pale green, and hydrogen gas is formed in the form of bubble. okay, the hydrogen form in bubble. So why this happen? So let's summarize. So we get the iron plus 2 HCl, means when hydrogen chloride is added to the iron flings, we get the iron chloride, okay, plus hydrogen gas, okay. So this is hydrogen gas, okay, and this is an exothermic reaction. So when we seal the tube, we feel some warm on the surface. So like in this is an exothermic reaction, okay, this is an exothermic reaction. So first doubt is what happen when iron is made with chloride. So when iron with chloride, we see that they form iron chloride, basically iron second chloride. So overall that is iron second chloride. So why second we discuss in 11th, but means iron lose 2 electrons, so that's why this iron second chloride Fe plus 2. So the color is you see that is in green. Why green? Because when in the tube where the iron chloride, so the light sources came in this, and the right get red, violet and green. So the red and violet are absorbed by the iron chloride second, and the green was not absorbed, and so this green is reflected to our eyes, okay, and we see the color of it is a pale green, okay. This is a reason behind why it is in plain green, okay. So if you understand what I am saying, okay, that is green color is not absorbed by this, and we get the overall color of pale green. So this is an example. Or for second thing is what happened with hydrogen gas, okay. So first thing is that is chlorine add with iron, and color obtained is pale green. Because why I explain, because they don't absorb the green color, and they are reflected in our eyes, and we see the color, wow, this is a green, okay, and our mind say, oh, this is a green. And second thing is hydrogen. What happened with hydrogen? What happened with our lovely hydrogen? That is hydrogen. So this is our again test tube. So it is our, for example, this is say iron second chloride, say iron chloride, okay. So in that case the hydrogen gases means hydrogen in there is hydrogen is in hydrogen chloride, but the iron come like in villain and take the chlorine with from hydrogen. So now hydrogen is a lonely, it has nothing, like in is a lighter from this liquid metal in like in Fe2 FeCl2, which in liquid form become this, and like in dry powder, if is a dry and is liquid form become a pale green, and also pale green in a dry powder form, and in a liquid, and also a deep pale green like in consent like in a liquid form. That is out of the thinking. So that is the hydrogen now in liquid, in hydrogen, because in HCl in liquid form, that's why, okay. So the hydrogen is now in lonely, so the lonely field, so they, because the lighter, so they want to separate out from these things, this hell from where they somebody stole their chlorine from this, okay, the villain stole from this, like in for example. So the hydrogen is now up from the this thing. So now the hydrogen is make a bubble type of, because in lighter and from the metal, and they separating out like in bubble form, okay. We see the bubble, okay, since this is a bubble make. So when this we add a flame on the side of the hydrogen, we say pop sound, okay, the pop sound. Because why this pop sound? So when is contact with flammable, the hydrogen react with oxygen and make an H2O plus pop sound. The pop sound because of heat and using of shock wave. why this happen means the hydrogen and oxygen just make an closer the in rapidly make an H2O and very speedily, and they separate out the areas of gas which is in area where the hydrogen and oxygen, and the separating is very fast. It make a shock wave, and this shock wave when we go in our earbuds of our ear and through our brain is seen like our brain says pop sound. That's why the overall physics on it. So the pop sound, that's why it's great, the pop sound great. Okay, so what happened, this is and that is separate out from it. Okay, we can identify using flame. Okay, okay, that is separate out. Okay, that is separate from the solution. Okay, and identify using flame, that is pop sound. Okay, so this is an overall example. So our question's answer is hydrogen gas and iron chloride produce. Okay, this is the overall right answer, but the main concept of the long video is to understand what happened with the reaction when iron is added to the chlorine hydrochloric acid. In next video we discuss some regarding questions, and we also lot of things been discussing. So this making long video, so that was not happen. So next video we definitely some talk about what is the meaning of acid, and we talk about some another thing. Acid means why this is H plus, like an example we talk about thing. Okay, I hope you understand what I am saying, and if you understand, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share your friend to gain the beautiful knowledge and improve your knowledge. Okay, I hope you understand. If you understand, like and subscribe. And again thing, if you understand, please the remaining questions do yourself. I here to explain this, but please think. And second thing, if you understand what I am saying, please make a question by own thinking. Okay, if you understand, not necessary, but try to like in thinking, like an example. Okay, we will meet next video. Bye bye.